The number one success factors is knowledge. In our society, the highest paid people are those who know more about what they're doing than the average person. The rule is that to earn more, you must learn more. Jim Rohn said that formal education will make you a living, but personal education will make you rich. And knowledge is becoming obsolete at a more rapid rate today than ever before, so that if you're not continually upgrading your knowledge, the knowledge that you have is becoming useless over time. The second factor that increases your probability, and it's skill. Knowledge properly learned and practiced turns into a skill. Our skills are mental skills. Mental skills are ways of thinking and acting and making decisions and getting results. The critical factor in knowledge and skills is always results. The third success factor for moving onward and upward in your life is by developing an ever-widening circle of contacts. You will find that every major change in your life is accompanied by a person or persons who either opens or closes doors for you. The possibility of your achieving the best life for you will be determined by the number of people who know you and like you and who are willing to help you. In order to broaden your network of contacts, you must network continually at every opportunity. There seems to be a direct relationship between the number of people you know and how successful you are. One of the most important of the success factors, number 4, is money. Having money in the bank gives you greater freedom and the ability to take advantage of opportunities when they come along. One of the most important things I ever learned in life is that you're only as free as your options. If you have no options, if you have to do whatever it is you're doing, you have no choice, you have no freedom. If you're stuck in a dead-end job that you can't leave because you have no money set aside, you have put a brake on your potential. You have no choice but to accept whatever is being handed to you. But if you have money, we call this opportunity money. If you have money put aside, you can walk away from a bad job and you can take time to find exactly the right job for you. This idea of saving up money so that you are available to take opportunities has transformed many people's lives. The fifth of the success factors that enables you to get far more done in a shorter period of time is called simply good work habits. To achieve success in every area of your life, you have to develop the habits of highly successful and hardworking people. The foundations of good work habits can be summarized in 2 words: focus and concentration. To become a truly hardworking individual at work, you must be continually adjusting your lens to be sure that what you're working on is the most important thing you could be doing at the moment to achieve your most important goal. Successful people understand that they must work in a straight line to get from where they are to where they want to go without diversion or distraction. If you want to accomplish your goals, you must be sure that everything you do is taking you in that direction, and then develop good habits to get you there. There's several benefits from learning how to concentrate. Important task completion is a source of energy and enthusiasm and self-esteem. When you complete an important task, you experience a surge of energy and well-being. Disciplining yourself to concentrate on a job until it is finished gives you a feeling of confidence and competence and mastery. It develops you into a hard-working person. Number 5 is honesty. Now, trust is the foundation of all relationships. When people know you and believe in you and are convinced that they can trust you to keep your word and do what you say you will do, they'll feel that they are far more likely to get the things they want through you, to get the things they want faster, sooner, and easier, and with greater certainty. Theodore Levitt of the Harvard Business School said the most valuable asset that a company has is its reputation. Its reputation is how it is known to its customers. In other words, what do customers say about the company and the products and services after they have been exposed to them? The rule for success in business is to get them to come to you first rather than your competitors, get them to come to you again because they were so happy with the first experience, and get them to bring their friends. Number 7 is creativity. Successful people are always looking for different things, for different ideas. How can we do it better, faster, cheaper, more conveniently? How can we help our customers, and so on? So they're constantly looking for better ways. You know that 99% of business ideas don't work? Does anybody here know what I'm talking about? try this, try that, try this, try that, try this, try that, and nothing seems to work. And then you start to think, maybe there's something wrong with me. No, you just have to try a lot of things. If you do it right, you'll eventually find the way that works. But you have to have lots and lots of ideas. Number 9, stay health-oriented. Think about your health most of the time. Remember, to be successful in our competitive world, you need a lot of energy. To have a lot of energy, you've got to eat good foods, get lots of rest, and exercise all the time. And the last thing I wanted to leave you with was we have a need for speed. You've got to move fast. There's no time at all for people who just coast. If you get a good idea, move quickly on it. You try something, you get feedback, which makes you smarter. So you keep failing, and you keep failing in a forward direction. And even though it's at an unconscious level, you're getting better and better and smarter and quicker the more you fail.
It's a scripture that when I first heard it and read it, I just said, "Ooh, boy, that's cold-blooded. He that hath shall get, and he that hath not, even that he has, shall be taken away. He that hath," the person who hath, they will get, and the person who don't have, even that little bit they have, shall be taken away. People without vision perish. Ambition, stubbornness, perseverance. You have those qualities, you will get. You have those qualities, you restore everything you lost and more. God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of a sound mind. This place where you are, where I am, this place, no guts, no glory, this place, faith not tested, can't be trusted. We need to saturate ourselves with words that will empower us. How we live our lives, our children are watching. It will be a warning or an example, a warning of what not to do. Therefore, take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day. This is our time to be actively engaged in this thing called life. I'm looking for, and I'm on a mission for people who can hear me. You and I are cut from the same cloth. You're branches of the same tree. If my message and my method and my approach resonates with you, you have a story in you. You would like to help people, the millions of people who need to hear a multitude of voices. Allow me to coach you to bring out the greatness in yourself and to bring out the greatness in others. At 75, my goal is to find people who are hungry to make an impact with their lives, who are hungry to learn how to use and access their power voice, who are hungry to live a life that will outlive them. As you look at your goals, be stubborn about your goals. Be stubborn. Don't give up on your goals. You will fail your way to success. A lot of people won't do that because a lot of people, as a result of pride cometh before a fall. Get started. Do what you can with what you have, and God will do what you can.
I'll give you all your eyes can see. And that experience that you provided for women with Girl Hold My Hand expands their vision, activate the reticular activating system in their brain, and it peaks their level of awareness. And it's really a success mechanism that when you are focused, it allows you to see things that the masses can't see because they're caught up in the distractions. That's why they call this the attention economy. And that's why alcoholism has increased in the United States and around the world. And the suicide rate has increased because people are focused more on their problems rather than on solutions, on what is it I need to do? Who is it I need to be? And I think that the more communities that are created around values, around things that you believe in, around dreams, around content that can give you methods and techniques on how to create the next greatest version of yourself, around the relationships that you can build, collaborative, achievement-driven, supportive relationships that will allow you to begin to put your success on steroids. The more events that we have of that nature, we can begin to become the dominant culture rather than the smaller culture. And your goal is to multiply the voices, multiply the level of consciousness, and help people to know and to believe and discover the truth about themselves. When I think about your background and the experience that you came from, you decided that where you were was not going to be your destiny. When you looked at yourself one day, a moment, and you said to that person that was looking back at you, this is not me. I've got to do something differently. Let's talk about that moment.
You know, to be honest with you, like I've had several of those moments.
There's some of you who want to do what I do, who want to speak. And let me share something. If there's something you want to do, take action. Do it now. See, this thing called life, we don't know what's going to happen from one moment to the next. If there's something in your heart that you want to do, listen to me. Do it now. And I want you to write this down. Resilient, purpose-driven mindset. You want to have a resilient, purpose-driven mindset that will focus your mind on the goals that you want to achieve, on the things that you need to do to reinvent yourself, to rethink your life, to see whether or not you're on the path to becoming the next greatest version of yourself. So in order to develop that resilient, purpose-driven mindset, you want to listen to the messages over and over, take notes on things that jumps out for you, and become the embodiment of it, and develop that kind of mindset and how you carry yourself and how you face this thing called life. No big deal there. But when life knocks on the door, when you go through some stuff, when you get a bad diagnosis, that's when you have to pull on your faith. That's when you have to be resilient. Now, here's the other thing that's very important. As you look at yourself, you want to master at least three things, multiple streams of income. Three things. I speak, I train speakers, and I'm an author. And I got other things I'm expanding. It takes longer to wear out than to rust out. So the goal is to be actively engaged in life, raising the bar on yourself. Turn down the amount of time that you spend entertaining yourself, watching the television, and do things that will stimulate your thinking. It will keep you young. And so I decided, just because I'm 75, you're not going to count me out. I'm still here. I'm going to be engaged in this thing called life because I have not done my best work yet. Every day is the best day of your life. Look for ways in which you can begin to master something. Learn something today that you did not know yesterday. Expand your horizon, expand your vision of what's possible for you. My high school theme was, you never find out how much you know until you find out how little you know. They're going from mindset mastery, learning 3 things that they can master to create non-performance income. There's no excuse today for not being in the mindset of achieving something beyond that which you have already done. Life is an adventure. And this is an exciting time that you can earn money at the comfort of your home. Take advantage of this. This is something you want to learn. Mindset mastery and skill set mastery of the internet. You have to, as you look at yourself, look at your goals, look at your dreams. Not only is a resilient, purpose-driven mindset important. I want you to think about your life right now. I looked at my life and I just said, you know what? I want to do more. I want more. I want more for myself, my family, my mother, and I want to be in charge of my own destiny. If you can understand how I felt, it just didn't get it. One, I was doing something that wasn't me. And I was doing something to survive. What it takes to live versus what it takes to survive are 2 different things. And so here's what I realized, that if you're not willing to take a chance on you, if you're not willing to learn something and reach beyond your comfort zone so that you can explore some other possibilities for yourself, you'll never discover the greatness that you have within yourself to do more, to have more, and to experience more. You know what I'm doing? I'm speaking to corporations. I'm speaking to organizations. I'm speaking to different groups of people who want to be motivated and inspired, and helping them to create a sense of engagement and unification, even though they're separate geographically. I teach people how to use this computer to bring their personality through, their passion and their energy through, to create a significant emotional event. See, the reason I have the advantage of doing this than the average person, because I was in radio for many years. I couldn't see the people that I was talking to, and you do it after a certain period of time. You develop some skills intuitively that you know when you're connecting with people. I'm successful at this and one of the top impactful speakers doing this because of my background. Do something beyond your comfort zone. Learn something new so you can see what's in you. You got some more stuff back there, but you'll never find out what it is if you don't test yourself.
And I was seeing these people speaking everywhere, and I said, I'm going to put myself to the test. Now, write this down. The people that are going to make it now, the people that are going to take advantage of this breakthrough. Listen, we work hard for where we are right now. Don't sleep this period now. Good times, they have an expiration date. So you want to maximize this time. You want to milk this moment. You want to make your move right now. And one of the things that I do, and I encourage my kids to do, when I make some money, I operate like I don't have a dime. Like I don't have a dime. I start working harder. And this is what you have to do. The people that are going to be successful are willing to do the things today others won't do in order to have the things tomorrow others won't have. What is it that most people won't do? Learn something new. They're comfortable with what they're doing now. So learn something new. If you're not willing to learn anything new, no one can help you. But if you're willing to learn something new, like I decided to do this, no one can stop you. I'm not saying this to you to impress you, but to impress upon you that you got it like that too. You need to learn how to work for yourself from home virtually and control your own destiny. Be your own boss. Here's something else. I discourage you. Don't do this if you're not hungry. If you're going to make it today, you got to be hungry. The 47 million people are going to lose their jobs from artificial intelligence. Millions of people have lost their jobs because of coronavirus. You think you're the only one out here? There are people that are desperate, going through foreclosures and evictions, lost their jobs, lost their businesses. So the people that are going to come out on top, the people that will snatch victory from the jaws of defeat, they're hungry. You got to get your hustle on. People that are hungry are the first ones there and the last ones to leave. That's why I did it. I wanted to make myself more valuable and increase my value for the operation. You have to have that kind of attitude about life. You got to be hungry. You have to get your stuff together. Average is over. The being average, doing just enough to get by? No. When I talk to people, I can ask a certain question. I can tell the hungry ones and the ones who are slackers. And they're everywhere. The pigeons. See, today, employers are looking for eagles. You go outside right now and see some pigeons, but it's going to take a minute to see some eagles because they fly high. This time requires that you invest in you. That's what I was willing to do. The people that will be successful are willing to do the things today others won't do in order to have the things tomorrow others won't have. People who are not successful have large television screens, and people who are successful have large libraries. Hello? Oh, people who are hungry are willing to discipline themselves. They're willing to dedicate themselves to learn something different. See, anything can be mastered if you're willing to put in the time and put in the effort and focus yourself on learning how to do that to make yourself stand out in the attention economy. This is the attention economy. You got to make yourself stand out. You've got to operate out of the thinking of Henry David Thoreau. Do not go where the path may lead. Go where there's no path and leave a trail.